What's up, beautiful people? It's Sindafam. Welcome to the channel. Today we have this very interesting video and it's titled, Who is Candace Owens' husband, 𝑗𝑜𝑖𝑛? Also, I'm excited to check this one out to hear what you've got to say. Let's check it out.
A shared love of right-wing politics, the hand of God, and a FaceTime proposal before they'd even been on a date. Candace Owens' husband wooed her in an unusual way. Political commentator Candace Owens seems to be always on the attack. From hurling insults at Democrats to sharing anti-vax rhetoric to inciting unlikely Twitter feuds with Cardi B, Owens continues to occupy the spotlight as a controversial conservative media figure. One of Owens' more memorable meltdowns was aimed at singer Harry Styles following his appearance on the cover of Vogue's December 2020 issue. Owens was apparently outraged that Styles bent gender norms by wearing a gown for the photo shoot, tweeting, "There is no society that can survive without strong men. It is an outright attack."
This was not an attack on Harry Styles. He happened to be the man in the dress, but really it was more of an attack on Vogue.
More recently, Owens took aim at Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg after he took paternity leave. The conservative commentator tweeted, "Privileged times have produced the weakest men that have ever lived in America."
But I think it is wrong for our society to keep perverting things.
Owens undoubtedly has strong opinions about men in today's world. As a result, many are wondering what makes the man in her life, husband George Farmer, stand out. On brand with her outspoken persona, Candace Owens' husband comes from a family with a political background. British-born George Farmer is the son of Lord Michael Farmer, a member of an elite lawmaking government body called the House of Lords. George reportedly graduated from St. Peter's College at Oxford University with a degree in theology. Like his wife, George Farmer has staunch conservative values. He's the former chairman of a right-wing group, Turning Point UK, and was recently named the CEO of Parler, a microblogging app used almost exclusively by far-right Trump supporters. In an interview with the Financial Times, Farmer said, "My goal is to provide the platform for the disenfranchised and the voiceless who feel that the mainstream has cut them out." Owens' relationship with the fellow conservative thinker moved quickly. According to the Daily Mail, Farmer proposed to Owens after knowing her for only 2.5 weeks. After only 8 months of dating, Owens and Farmer married at the Trump Winery in Virginia over Labor Day weekend in 2019. However, the black tie affair didn't lead Trump loyalist Owens to shed her political affiliation for the evening. As reported by the Daily Mail, Owens and her husband shared a MAGA-inspired wedding cake that read, "Make weddings great again." It's clear that Owens and Farmer share a bond beyond their love of right-wing policy. Farmer sang the praises of his wife following their wedding, writing on social media, "Could my wife look any more beautiful? She takes the crown for the most beautiful woman in the world."
Wow.
The couple soon decided to expand their family, and in January 2021, Owens happily announced that she and Farmer had welcomed a baby boy. In July 2022, she took to Instagram to announce the birth of a baby girl. While Farmer lays low on social media as the new Parler CEO, Owens continues to share glimpses of her husband on Instagram. For instance, in October 2021, Owens endorsed Donald Trump's return in the 2024 election by sharing a photo taken with the former president and her husband. Despite their seemingly whirlwind romance, the relationship between Owens and Farmer was apparently strictly platonic at the start. During an appearance on the Pints with Aquinas podcast, the Parler founder explained, "It had all been very above board, talking about politics and engaging in philosophical conversations. I called her a couple of times to kind of chat and again had these prolonged conversations, mainly about politics and trying to understand what she wanted to do in life." Apparently, their conversations were enough to convince Farmer that Owens was the one. Despite having never gone on a date, Farmer decided to ask Owens to marry him. Revealing that he proposed over a FaceTime call, Farmer said during his podcast appearance, "Literally nothing romantic had been said up to this point." What's more, Farmer said that the decision to marry was brought about by a spiritual awakening. Explaining on Pints with Aquinas, "I remember having this very powerful, vivid emotion, kind of an overwhelming sense of God speaking to me saying, 'You were praying for this, you were asking for this, so here is the path.'"
There's a little bit of a story there also in relation to like the hand of God.
Luckily, Owens seemed to feel the same and described Farmer as her miracle on Instagram.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness, I must say that Candace Owens and her husband George Farmer's relationship or marriage is a beautiful love story to behold. I mean, you don't get to see relationship or love stories like this. Everybody have got different love story, beautiful connection and everything, and I must say that I love this one. This was really beautiful, and you can see with the way he was sharing it, because I've listened to the podcast and the interview, and with the way he shared the story, you will know that this is the hand of God in the marriage and the love story. It wasn't just with a mere eye or with a mere human nature feel and everything. It was God's directive and direction to it, and that is one beautiful thing when you allow God to be in your relationship, to be in your life, to give you the directive and everything. Because sometimes we as humans, we want to direct everything by ourselves. We want to be in control without letting God take control and direct us to the right path and to our mission and everything. We want to be in our human nature, and most times it's in our human nature to control everything. I mean, their love story is a beautiful one to behold. I mean, this just goes to show that once you commit everything to God and you pray and you let God direct it or direct you, and you not be the director of everything, you see God's hands in it. I mean, I've seen the podcast where George Farmer, that's Candace Owens' husband, was on the podcast, and they were sharing how he and Candace Owens met and how he proposed to her even without having any romantic relationship, sort of. And at that point I was like, wow, he's speaking from a place where he's recognized, he knows God, and it was God's direction to the path. And it's just beautiful because you don't get to hear people share their beautiful love story in this manner, and people seem to be like, oh, people have to be in a relationship before they can define their relationship, or before they can start having marriage or whatever. And with this, you just see that they had a mutual interest, and it was the right timing, and it was the right connection. The connection was real and beautiful, and I love this for them. I mean, it's beautiful to see that you have somebody who you can share same values, common interests, and everything. Is mind-blowing and beautiful to see. I mean, I love their love story. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Him sharing the beautiful story just made it all beautiful and everything, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing, this is beautiful, because we don't get to hear beautiful stories like this. I mean, from platonic relationship or platonic friendship to becoming husband and wife or to marriage is beautiful, and I really love it. And Candace Owens is somebody that I respect so much, and I've actually really learned a lot from her as well during the course of me checking her commentary videos and knowledge sharing videos and everything. And it's quite interesting to even hear a beautiful love story. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment down below. What are your thoughts about this? And let me know what your thoughts are in the comment down below. I would also love you to share your beautiful love story in the comment down below. I mean, everybody's love story is different, and it doesn't have to be the exact same. Like Candace Owens and George Farmer is different for different people, and I don't think everybody's love story is the same, because people feel differently when they encounter or when they are in a relationship, sort of, and they have different connection. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I always love reading people's love story, because people can also gain inspiration from other people's love story and how they met their partner and the likes. And you can share that moment when you discovered or you learned that, or you knew your partner or your current partner is the right person for you, that you feel that you want to spend the rest of your life with, or you want to do life with. I really love you to share that in the comment down below. And at what point was it that you realized that this was a person and it was the right time for you to take the next step to having a life partner or engaging in your marriage and everything? I really love you to share that moment. I mean, it's different for different people, and some people is on the spiritual level, others on a different level, and your story might be sort of an inspiration to somebody who also want to learn and know when is the right time to take the next step. And I would really love you to share your story in the comment down below. You can also share someone else's story that you think people can also gain inspiration from. I mean, every story is different and is unique, and people can also learn from. You can also share all the useful information you think might be really helpful. And until next time, see you in the next video.